been safe.
So
Oh, yeah? That's hopeful. Okay, welcome you all to the Rockwell Collins Amateur Radio Club 4 times a year meeting. We really got a packed one tonight. So first, we'll start right here. I'm KC0CD, Charlie, and we'll start right and you can continue.
I'm Dan, WB Serology.
Al, K-A-0-I-E-S. Mike, K-A-0-D-O-E.
L, K0,
Agnes, KB0EHC.
Dave, K-A-0-D-O-E.
WB0YSL. Tim, N0CKR. Steve, WACTMD. Corey, KE0DOP. Jim, K0CD.
Tim, W-H-K-S-C.
Bob, KD0CQN.
Mike, AC0PV.
Larry, WA0MD. Lynn, WB0U. Stephen, K0DPG.
Gary, K0GT.
Gail, K0FL1. Jim, N5JFB. Dave, N0S. Dave, W0IM. Bill, KB0BS. Steve, K9NG.
Milo, K-D-9-CJZ.
Tim, KC0DM.
John, KC0EYF. Alan, WB0OAB. Vince, KI6,
Tom, NY0V.
Bill, N0LNO.
Rod, K0VS.
Larry, K0MTM.
Tom, KD0HF.
Dennis, KC0POA.
And Vince, N2AIE.
All right.
And some more.
And a few more.
And you are?
Hi, I'm Brian McCoy, K0YSQ.
All right.
Pass it around.
Can't you just fly it around?
Okay. Brian, you're next on the list. How much money have we got?
I have no idea.
Very similar to the last one, but I'll send it to you.
Okay. Next. We did get a list through the security, so there should be a new list out there at both of the entrances. There's only 2 entrances now, down at 105 and down at Main Plant. So I will check that out. It's been almost 3 weeks since security says, yes, we'll take care of that. So I will go in there and check to make sure that that's up to date. So if you're a retiree and you're on the list, you should be able to get in. Okay, just at this point, Tim,
Hello.
why don't you give your, or you want to go forward to Tim's slide here? He has a slide that has your stuff on it. Oh, well, seeing as how we're here, the weekend before Dayton, we have a pre-Dayton impromptu swap fest, also known as the Junk in the Trunk. And so as you can see there, 8 till 10, or when everybody gets tired of everybody else. So be there at 8 o'clock, there's no cost, just no backup if it rains. Well, we can still meet in the rain, we've done that in the past. So that's the point of it. There will be a VE session in the cafeteria at 9 o'clock. All right? So, display, stop. Next. What's next? Okay, well, we'll touch on this. We did get a check from Rockwell for about $3,500. It's supposed to be on the bubble for, they're going to continue to support us ongoing, we hope. So I have a list of things that basically we get, the company normally matches the membership fee. So that's nice. But they also will cover some capital expenses if we make a nice case for it. So, and I try to do that. Okay, 17 new members. Basically, you know, they like to have lots of visibility, and that's the point of this slide. We're getting more members, that's good. Next slide. Here, now you got it.
All right, it's on.
It's on.
All right, thank you. You can just stand right there and I just won't get too far away from you. How's that?
This is recording, so it
I see. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so for membership, Charlie already said we got 17 new ones. Results so far from the classes, we have 47 new hams. That's not all just in the immediate area because we got some from Des Moines and some from Dubuque and some from, does everybody know where Osterdock is? Yes, we got them from there too. So, absolutely. Osterdock, not Piasta. We did have Piasta, but we also got Osterdock and Dubuque and all over the place. So yeah, they're coming from all over the place. So welcome. We have, I think, 4 of the new hams here now. So if you will please stand. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you. Facebook page has been going pretty well. If you're on Facebook and are not on it, look for the RCARC page. And off the top of my head, I couldn't even tell you what it is because I'm going there too often.
Rockwell College Amateur Radio Club.
Thank you. Yeah, nice. Let's see. Field Day 2015 is Greg here. Huge plans. Greg has sent out lots about it. We'll talk more about it. But we're working on a GOTA station, which is off the books beyond the 26 transmitters. And there's 500 points for doing that, and all the newbies will have access to that, so that'll be pretty cool. You mentioned junk in the trunk. Let's see, 112 shack is cleaned up, and I'm working on some new carpet for that. We're working on the obsolete material storage project. I have one last action. They just want to, if anybody has square feet loose in the city, they want square feet, and they somehow thought I had it. Well, I don't have any square feet. I don't own any square feet. So they want somewhere to send the stuff for us to sort it. So once we have that resolved, and I think I know where to go, we just need to point at it and have them do it, and then we can start sorting through the stuff. So that's
the surplus.
the surplus obsolete materials stuff.
So Tim, can I interrupt you on, we were using antenna lab for those first rate pallets. That's probably not a good solution, right?
Or a big enough solution. But I suspect out at the old PC building has probably got lots of room. We just need to make sure they know about it. The visibility. Obviously the new members and the new hams are working on that, but I've also distributed a flyer around. Hopefully everybody's seen that or will see it shortly. If you need more, please make copies or ask me or send me an email or something. I will get you lots more copies. So that's for bulletin board stock. Also, we need to talk about an intro manual for the new hams on how to operate both stations and where to go and who to talk to and what to do and things like that. So if there are any volunteers for that, we'd be happy to have you. Also, articles on RC Today. Got to work on that too. So more visibility stuff. I think that's all I have.
All right, super.
And if anybody's not paid as of right now, I've got membership forms.
Oh, yeah, membership form. All right. Yes, you want to talk to the shirt? Sure. The shirt is up.
Alright, so right here, not here, here, this is, so what I've got with Cotton Gallery is they've got the same, thank you. This on? Okay. Same style of shirts we got before. I figured we'd stick with that, only this time with a shirt pocket. Okay, so it's going to be the same color scheme as before, same material weight as before. The prices are real quick right there. So I wanted to get a yay or nay from folks. You can come in general for the people that have put orders in for shirts. Just roughly to show of hands, is this okay? You're looking at about $35. Yes, no. No, I've got a list right here. So so right here I can pass this around. All I need is, that's why they make caps, huh? I have a list, just put your name, call sign on it, and some contact information. And I'll be processing these orders soon because I don't hear any complaints about it. So that's what we're going to go with. All right, next slide. And you look like that when you wear the shirt too. Dark hair, lots of it, no gray. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, N0CXX, I've been going up there periodically, and everything's up and running. Even the 1,000-watt PW1 is working. Be careful when you run it, but it will put out a nice 1,000 watts. Works well. And so I'm going to be working on some instructions for the operating the stuff. Maybe work up a video thing we can put on YouTube or something. So that'd be nice. So the antennas are working. I will say that last week or 2 weeks ago, I checked the beam and it was all 5. The SWR was over 5. No matter where I went, I checked the box and checks the antenna and everything. And the guy emails me back. He said, "Well, did you try to calibrate?" Well, I thought the retract the elements calibrated it. Now, it just steps back as many steps as it thought it went out. So if the SWR ever goes above 2, 2.3, something like that, do a calibrate on the beam and the vertical. Because then it puts in enough steps to have it come all the way back in from, in our case, 40 meters. Next. So this here. Oh, what needs to be done? Yeah, we have some verticals that Steve purchased that we haven't got up there. The 1HF80 kind of works. It'll put out 1,000 watts. It's just when you key the mic, it goes burp, and then doesn't hear you anymore. So I don't know what the problem is with that. And then we're working on the D-Star antennas to make the link to the internet better. And we're working on the ground power distribution around there. So any comments about that? I need to go pick up some more slides, so I will pass this to Mike, and he can give us a discussion of what's going on down in main plant. This is what's recorded.
Okay, so I gotta do both? All right. Okay, so this is the same list as before. What I've done here is just, man, you read loud. Just updated, really the, how I've updated it here is as we knock off items that are being done. So we've got the LNAs and the switches for the main stack. Let me back up a little bit. Okay, we're talking about the tower that's in the bullpen at main plant. That's the one that had the KT34 on it. So we're taking that down, putting up a new mast. We're going to get the step IR HF being put on that, as well as a horizontally polarized as well as vertically polarized beams for VHF, a UHF beam, and the VU vertical at the very top. So when that whole stack, what we're doing on top of that is we're putting LNAs for the V and U bands up on the tower and running all the feed lines up to it. So these efforts that we've been going on for the past year or so are a combination of getting the control cables made, getting them all lined up, getting all the feed lines set. So we're at the point now that we've got the, why don't we go on to the next slide, please? Oh, back up one. There we go. So we've gotten to the point now where we've got all the feed line being procured. We've got all of the control cables made except for the LNAs. We need to still make those yet. So anybody who wants to help out, please do. What you see in blue is a change of plans relatively recently. What we're going to do, instead of having our own folks climb the tower to put this antenna stack up on it, because among other things you have a 125-pound, 22-foot long mast and a 125-pound beam, and etc. We figured, well, you know, we got this log periodic at main plant that's being repaired, or the rotor is. So our plans right now are to piggyback when they have the crane out, and when Tri-State's out doing that work, that they'll do the lift for our whole mast and put that up. So then what we'll be looking for after that then is, once that's up, is we're going to need some volunteers to climb the tower to do the final installation of the feed lines. And the reason why I say that is, if everything goes well, we have the feed lines done by the day of the lift, we'll do it all in one shot. If we don't, well, we'll have to do it slightly later. Because where we are with that is 4 runs of LMR 400 up the tower, 1 run of 1 5/8" heliax, and if we can swing, another run of 7/8" heliax. So once we get those cables cut, get the connectors put on, the whole bit, if we can get that done by the time the mast installation goes in, we'll just do it all in one shot. So there's still some more work to be done yet, but our latest information on when the rotor for the log periodic is done It sounds like we've got time, we should be able to hit that window, because I think, Charlie, what did you say, what Lauren said, was it a couple of months yet?
Yes.
So they're looking about a couple months out at least for the rotor to be done and be reinstalled. And so that's when we plan to jump on with them and get that done. Next slide. Okay, and this is just a detail of the actual feed lines and service loops, as well as the lightning arresters we have on the bulkhead panel entering the building, which, by the way, too, a work order's now been put in. We're going to have something brand new at the main plant shack in the amateur radio room. It's called lightning protection. That is lightning protection. That's something beyond, don't forget to disconnect the feed lines in the room when you leave. So, which is still good. But anyway, so this is a snapshot, a look at all the coaxes that we're going to be making. We've done the groundwork up front to get the lengths right, get the connectors right, and Mr. Steve Jones has offered his fine services and tools in his lab to actually do the installation of the connectors once we get the coax in. Next slide. Okay, one thing I wanted to mention real quick, and this is something that I did back in February at Main Plan, is I just wanted to mention, just because I'd never done it myself before, there was the North America Single Sideband Sprint Contest. I don't know if any of you have ever run a sprint before. If you've ever done any contesting before but not a sprint, I highly recommend checking one out sometime, because it really ups the ante on your operator skills, because it's much more fast-paced and you really have to keep flying, because the way this works is that every other contact that you make has to be on a different frequency. So you get a bunch of people that are racing and kind of going up the band 5 kilohertz at a shot. So if you missed a contact, you have to jump up ahead of them, wait for them to catch up. It's very different. And so one thing that I did is to use a combination of the step-IR vertical 75-meter dipole and the broadband dipole, and our homebrew isn't, I guess, quite the right word, the Zato Sphinx Lind RF switch has really helped a lot in being able